Hello there.
Hi.
My name is Beth Green, otherwise known as Granny Rocks, sometimes known as a complete fool, sometimes a charming lady.
Oh, yes.
And this is the Granny Rocks show.
And
this
hello, I'm James Maynard, otherwise known as Sweet Baby James.
sometimes sweet baby.
Sometimes sour. Sweet and sour.
And tonight I am going to be talking about, sometimes we don't know what we've got. And sometimes we don't know what we're offering. So I have quite a bit to say about that because there's stuff going on in our lives today that brought this topic up. But before I get into that, Sweet Baby James is going to introduce our show.
Well, you have come to Granny Rocks, where Granny rocks our world with her insights, her wisdom, her uncommon sense, and most importantly, her wit. So now, without further ado, here's Granny.
Okay, guys. Well, welcome. Okay. Sometimes we don't know what we've got. Sometimes we don't know what we're offering. So today we have been in a kind of a funk. Because we've been trying to figure out what to do with our little doggie who's 15 months old. And she is sometimes a bit of a terror. You never know what she's going to do. I mean, sometimes she lies there perfectly. And sometimes she's and the other day we went into our family room and it was chaos. She had just ripped up everything.
She'd ripped up
inside.
all kinds of papers.
I was happy that she ripped up some of them. Really, they should have been thrown
One of
out
which was
years
the cover
ago.
of one of my former books that I wrote. And another was some pages out of a journal that I had kept.
Ooh, okay. Forget the past, James. It's gone. So anyway, so you would think that we would be angry at the dog, but no, I blamed myself, of course. Now, why did I blame myself? Because the dog needs more stimulation.
Well, all she had to do was read my book.
That's right. So, by the way, are you watching out?
I am. Oh, look here. We have a hello from Tracy, and she sends love and caring.
Oh, we'll take it. We'll
Thank
take it.
you, Tracy.
We will take it. So, in fact, Tracy has met the dog.
Yeah.
It's the young one, Evie. Anyway, and then the last couple of nights, she's been waking us up at obscene hours for no reason. It's like, I'm bored. I want to go out. I want to do this. I want to do that. You know, we think.
I want to go bark.
I want to go bark. We think that she is in trouble, like she's got to go potty or something. So we jump up and we're, okay, oh my God, we got to let her out before she pees all over the house. But turns out then she goes and she stands on the balcony and she scans the sky and she's having a grand old time. Right. James, are you watching our comments, please?
Oh,
That's
yes,
your big
we've
job
got
here.
Amy says, your doggy sounds a bit like mine, and she's laughing.
Ha ha. Yes.
And Todd sends love through his eyes. He's just projecting two hearts from his eyes.
Nice.
And Catalina sends love and an image of a dog.
Uh-huh.
Love dog.
It just so happens that we know that Catalina has a dog.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that her dog gets in mischief too, but maybe not as much as Evie, but maybe it's older. So anyway, so I was like, okay, this is it. I'm exhausted. I'm not getting any sleep. I feel guilty every time I leave the dog alone. It's like, okay, some of you know, I'm pretty crippled. So I can't play fetch with a dog, and I need to make some interesting puzzles for the dog so that the dog's mental stimulation is nurtured, and then she won't be crazy. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm a bad mommy. Oh, bad mommy, bad mommy. And James is a nervous wreck. Every time the dog barks, he's like, "Ah!" You know what I mean? It's like this.
Especially when
is
she
not
starts with a loud shriek inside the house
Oh, yeah.
within 5 feet.
good. So we're blaming ourselves. We're not training her properly. We didn't do this right. We didn't do this right. We didn't do anything right. I mean, we're just so terrible. So.
But
anyway,
mainly, we're too old for this.
we are too old. We are truly.
You're chronically ill and
I
crippled,
am.
and you've been going
It's true.
downhill.
I have. There's
And
no
I
question
have
about it.
been experiencing cognitive impairment, and I've been experiencing decline too,
That's true.
because I'm supposed to avoid stress,
Yeah,
avoid
and
anxiety,
He is so
and
stressed.
this sort of thing. And then
He
I
is
get
so
real anxious.
Yes. Okay, so today, this is a long story, but you're going to see.
By the way, we've got another one here.
Good.
Amy says, "No, I actually said that your doggy sounds a lot like me."
I love that, Amy. That is awesome. So anyway, today we had the thought, isn't it time to give her up? And what a relief it would be. Done. Give her to somebody else. Let her mess up somebody else's house, make someone else feel guilty. Now, okay, so we tried to give the dog away. Now you're going to see how
But
this
maybe
applies.
she'd wind up in a situation with a person or people who could keep up with her
Well, that's
and
right.
meet all of her needs.
It could be. So we're thinking we are so no good, and she's going to find that perfection, of the people play frisbee with her and right? She's gonna be happy. Okay, so we start looking, and so I talk to. Anyway, I don't want to go into the details, but we talk to people, and so then we find a home, right? But they're not home all the time. See, I'm always home. I'm sick.
The couple always works.
A couple is working, and then they have a yard with no fence. So she said, your dog wouldn't run away, would she? I said, I don't know. She's an energetic 15-month-old. She's not going to just sit around on the deck.
She's going to
Yeah.
go explore.
She's going to explore. I really don't know. And people go out, and we bought a van, an RV, partly because I can't go anywhere without it, because I'm too sick to be in a car. But see, the dogs, they have air conditioning, right?
We can leave it parked with the generator running the air conditioning.
They have air conditioning. Okay, James,
Oh,
are
look.
you? Could
Adamina
is
sends an image of, looks like a bunny or a kitty cat saying, "Good."
oh goody. And have you looked before, honey? Could you?
Oh,
keep
looky
up.
here. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Jim says, "Hey, beautiful lady in the blue gown. Happy Wednesday." He
Happy
sends a heart of
Wednesday to you,
love.
Jim. If you think this is a nightgown and a robe, you would be right. But you know me, Granny Rocks, I'm sick, so I'm happy if I get dressed once a week, right?
For
So,
medical purposes.
for
Gotta see
medical,
a doctor.
medicinal purposes.
And Amy has another comment.
Okay?
"I totally understand the way that can tug at your heartstrings.
Yes.
I had to choose to give away a new kitty because it wasn't working for me, my housemate, or her cat.
Yes.
We were all super stressed, but yet I was still sad to give her away."
That's absolutely right. But see, that's a very important point, Amy. But I'm going to bring up a different point. So I'm talking to this woman, and well, they're not home all the time. They're always working. Evie would be alone. So they don't have another dog. we have another dog. Effie has never been alone except when she and the other dog sit in the motorhome. And by the way, I want to tell you, when she's in this really small motorhome, she's an angel. She doesn't destroy anything. She just sits there and snoozes for some reason. And it's the more she has, the more freedom she has, the worse she gets, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm thinking.
By the way, Elizabeth says hello and sends
Hello.
love.
Hello.
And Amy says there's a little more to my earlier comment.
Oh, how come you didn't see that?
Well, this is the rest. We've
See-
seen all the rest. Come on.
Okay, this is a see more, honey.
Oh.
Did you see this?
Oh, I didn't see that.
No, you got to see
Okay,
this
here,
whole
listen.
thing.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Amy points out that it was sad to give away that kitty,
Yes.
but it still worked out for the best, and that felt good too.
That's right. So sometimes it's time to cut, and say, okay, that's it. But the point that I'm making is that I have been feeling very guilty because I haven't given this dog everything she needs. Of course, now I have everything I need, right? And you have everything you need. Oh, yes.
I
So-
think nobody thinks they have everything they need.
Well-
That's the theme of this show.
The fact is we don't have everything we need. So we don't want to repress the dog or make her neurotic by putting her in doggy daycare. And and our idea of doggy daycare, she's never been in a crate. She doesn't go into a pen. She's in 2 rooms with gates, and she's unhappy. So in talking to this woman, I thought, this is not good. She can't be, this is much worse than what we're offering. And so I woke up and I thought, we're not that bad. You know what I mean? She doesn't know how good she has it. So, and I have to stop feeling guilty. Now, if I stop feeling guilty, then will it be better? And will it be like, we really are the best game in town because she gets so much from us and great food, and she has a great vet and all of that stuff, and companionship and
Wonderful environment.
and a wonderful environment. So I started thinking about myself. So do I realize what I have? Does she realize what she has? No, she doesn't realize what she has. She's just complaining that I want more. I want more freedom, and I want more this, and I'm afraid to restrict her, and I don't want to hurt her, and I'm going to damage her, So we're looking at each other and say, is it really better out there? Is she going to get something better? I don't know. Maybe she will. Maybe we'll find the perfect home for her. And then I thought about another woman who loved Evie and wanted to adopt her, but she was going to leave her alone a lot. So, it's all pretty screwed up, right? So what I'm realizing is she doesn't realize how good she's got it, right? And I thought, do I have that problem?
Do you?
Of course I do. I'm too busy complaining to realize how good I have it.
Same for me. I complain about what I don't got.
You do. You complain about what you don't got. And then, see, the corollary is that I don't see what I'm offering. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. She doesn't get everything she needs. And then, you think about those dogs on the street, right? Who have no food or have no shelter and, oh my God, and have worms and they don't have medical care. And you say, now that dog has problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So are you watching, James?
Oh, here's another one.
Yeah.
Rosemary. Hola. ¿Cómo están mis amigos bellos?
Oh, bejos.
Bejos.
Kisses. Hola, Rosemary. Estamos bien. Estamos contentos de verle. Bejos a ti. Or a usted. I don't know which it is. So I started thinking, well, it depends. some countries you get familiar.
Oh, she says, gracias por la música.
Oh, gracias
Ah,
por oír. So it really brought to mind how few of us are in real appreciation. Now, sometimes we're in abusive situations and it really is bad and we need to get out of them. Or sometimes we need to complain and we need to bring something to someone's attention and say, this isn't working for me. And that's all very true. But I'm just talking about the other side of that, where sometimes we just have some fantasy. Do you see my point? I don't always see what I have. I see James' flaws.
yeah, you certainly do.
I do. But I don't always see what I have that he does offer me.
Amen to that.
Oh, you like that. Well, you don't always see what you've got with me, do you?
Not always.
No, not always. And I don't always see what I'm offering because I tend to go, oh, I'm so bad. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm making him miserable. I'm just, yeah. You know, I'm comparing everything to some fantasy that's unattainable. So I want to see the perfect family. If we could find the perfect family for Evie, we would give her up because I am tired. I am so tired. But I'm also tired of feeling guilty. So that's what I want to talk about tonight. That I want to see the whole picture, the big picture, you know? So maybe we'll keep her. Maybe there are things we need to change. And maybe we can't change anymore. Maybe we've reached the limit of what we have to offer. And then we have to see if it's good enough. And maybe she's not going to be with us all the time. And maybe she's going to be alone. But she's going to gain other things that she needs more, right? So it's possible. But it can't start with guilt. I can't start with shame. I need to start with an objective view. A realistic view. So it was eye-opening. So sometimes it's time for a change. Time for a change. You see, you don't have to listen to me sing, do you? Time for a change. And sometimes the change is how I feel about what I have. So I'm inviting you to think about what you think you don't have. And is it really something that you can change your attitude? And can you change your attitude about what you're offering and get much happier? You know, it's like when I played the piano and I think, oh no, I'm no good. I'm just no damn good. I'm just no good. You know, it's like, well, what do I have? What am I offering? And there it is. So there's more,
Nothing new.
James.
Nothing new. That's the same.
Okay.
Nothing new.
Good. Nothing new. So I'd like you to think about that. Are you not appreciating what you have? Are you not appreciating what you offer? Are you feeling guilty? Are you trying to stress yourself out to give more? Or, you know, can you be satisfied and see what's there? So come back next week on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time for Granny Rocks. And like the show and share the show with your friends and uh, follow us on Facebook and comment. And if you weren't here live, it doesn't mean that you can't comment because I can talk to you later. And yes, maybe you can't talk to me live, but it's good enough if you talk to me later because I will answer you. And also on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific time, I actually play the piano. I mean, just play the piano. Fully focus on.
And what's that show called?
That is Beth Green's Magical Piano Improvisation. And very shortly, I will have more news about what happens to Ivy.
So stay tuned.
Bye-bye. We
Bye-bye
love
for
you.
now.
Thank you for all
Bye-bye for now.
your support. Bye-bye. There we go.